Welcome to Foodie Down Bronx. Stay connected to us on Instagram at BronxNetTV and follow me at The Hungry Dominican. Today we'll talk to Omar Canales of Seis Vecinos and fashion and food photographer Nikki Gomez about personal motivations, goals, social media, and of course, food. Before we meet Omar and Nikki, let's talk about something that is absolutely beneficial, something everyone needs, and that, my friends, is breakfast, the most important meal for a productive day. Back on June 1st, I decided to put myself on a 2-month challenge in which I would be eating a plant-based diet. If you head on over to my Instagram, you'll find the hashtag #MySoCalledVeganLife on my most current posts. I wasn't feeling my best when I started the challenge, and I knew that my eating habits overall had to change. One of the biggest changes I made, and the most important, was to start eating breakfast every single morning. When you spent most of your adult life having mostly coffee for breakfast, and then you start actually eating breakfast on a consistent basis, you really do start feeling the difference and understanding why it literally is the most important meal of the day. Now, no slander on my culture. I am the Hungry Dominican after all. But since I started my so-called vegan life, I've switched gears on my personal breakfast habits. Mangú con los tres golpes was an everyday thing, and yes, it is absolutely delicious. But if you guys try substituting every now and then something more hearty, and still delicious, by the way, like steel-cut oats, and I'll guarantee you'll feel more productive throughout the day. Even though, let's make sure to keep in mind that you can still have mangú on a vegan diet. You just have to make sure you use vegetable oil or vegan butter when preparing it. You can't really take an L if you start off your day with breakfast and a lot of energy. It's literally impossible to do so. Another benefit of breakfast is, of course, it curbs your appetite during the day, which can help you control overeating and help you make better choices about what food you decide to eat throughout the rest of the day. When I didn't find myself having too much time to eat in the morning, I would have anywhere from 1 to 2 cups of coffee, or basically for breakfast, or maybe a buttered roll. By the time that lunch came around, I'd be so hungry I wouldn't be able to think straight, so I would eat food just to feel full and not eat it based on how nutritious it was. It's like a form of hunger plus anger. You get caught up in your feelings and you just grab whatever looks hearty to you, even if it may not be the best thing for you. I'm sure you guys have felt this way. I'm sure you guys have. A lot of us have eaten some really questionable foods out of hunger and desperation. I'm completely guilty of it myself. Just recently, I learned that 40% of millennials do not eat cereal because they don't even wash their bowls. I don't even know where to start with that. That sounds kind of crazy to me, a little bit lazy. You guys are missing out on something that's amazing, which is cereal. You have to stop this nonsense. The report does go on to say that the same 40% prefer yogurts and sandwiches as the mess is minimal. Kind of unreal to me, but okay, but at least they're eating their breakfast. Many people use the excuse of not having enough time to prepare themselves a meal, and that's why they don't have breakfast in the morning. So, what are your thoughts on breakfast? Do you guys make time in the morning to eat it? And if you do, are you a sandwich and yogurt type, or do you chef yourself up a full-fledged meal? Let us know on Instagram, BronxNetTV, or at The Hungry Dominican. All right, guys, grab yourself a snack. Foodie Down Bronx will be right back.